is up, my Canadian cousins? How are you, my friends? So, I'm gonna go back to a musical genius that I reacted to several months ago, Stan Rogers. I did a reaction to Barrett's Privateers, and he was singing a cappella with a group of friends sitting around a kitchen table. And I understand that that is a classic sort of maritime provinces kitchen party, very Celtic in its origins and influence, and I loved it so much. And sometimes I know that there are a lot of other artists that I could go to and not repeat, but I want to because I really liked it. And I think when you react to somebody that really resonates for you or with you. I've done 3 Tragically Hip reactions, and I'm a true fan now. You want to go back for more, and I think just one song isn't enough. You need a greater sampling than that. So I'm going to be reacting to Stan Rogers' Northwest Passage, and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please remember to hit that like button. And if you are not yet and you are so inclined, please subscribe. Okay, my friends, I'll see you on the flip side.
For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait 'tis there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient for which so many died. Seeking gold and glory, leaving weathered, broken bones, and a long-forgotten, lonely cairn of stones.
I have to, interrupt a song so that this doesn't get blocked. Educational purposes, I always give that caveat. So Northwest Passage, from what I'm hearing, it's what I thought maybe. Famously, all of people were trying to look for the Northwest Passage, thinking there might be a water route to the Pacific Ocean. Lewis and Clark's famous expedition sent out by Thomas Jefferson here in the U.S. was looking for a Northwest Passage. It sounds like that's what he's talking about as well. Was there somebody in Canada that was sort of like a Lewis and Clark? Is that who this Franklin is? I just don't know. I would love to hear your comments.
For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. 3 centuries thereafter, I take passage overland in the footsteps of brave Kelso, where his sea of flowers began, watching cities rise before me, then behind me sink again. This tardiest explorer, driving hard across the plain. For just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. And through the night behind the wheel, the mileage clicking west, I think upon Mackenzie, David Thompson, and the rest.
Oh my God, his voice is gorgeous. I love that little bit of vibrato that he has. Oh, and the bit, you know, the sort of slightly put on of a Celtic Irish accent. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Who cracked the mountain ramparts and did show a path for me to race the roaring Fraser to the sea. Ah, for just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea. How then am I so different from the first men through this way? Like them, I left a settled life, I threw it all away, to seek a Northwest Passage at the call of many men, to find there but the road back home again. Ah, for just one time I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wide and savage, and make a Northwest Passage to the sea.
So, friends, wow, that did not disappoint. Not disappoint. Oh my God, I want to shoot myself that I waited so long to react to him again. Man, that was beautiful. The last stanza, is it? He was talking about. Was he talking about himself? Because he was talking about following the old, I assume, explorers that were, you know, taking the Northwest Passage or looking for the route to the sea. And it seemed to me like he was talking about himself, like he left a comfortable life and went out exploring. And maybe he did. Maybe that's how he ended up. I know he's not actually from Nova Scotia or the Maritimes, that he's from, I think, Ontario, but spent a lot of time and had family there or whatever. I remember looking at that in my last video. But yeah, I mean, it's still like, it just still saddens me. I'm sitting here listening to this, and it says Stan Rogers 1949 to 1983, and it just reminds you how young he was. 33 years old. He's been gone for 40 years now, and he's been gone for longer than he was alive, but his legend and his legacy endures, and I'm so privileged to have discovered him through the recommendations of all you wonderful people. Okay, so my friends, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like, subscribe if you're not, if you want to, and I will see you soon.
To the sea. Westward from the Davis Strait, 'tis there 'twas said to lie, the sea route to the Orient, for which so many died, seeking gold and glory.